Hello everyone, welcome back to the, I guess, UGO, we'll say. Any monthly automated tournaments in the summertime. We'll see how busy this is. See how many teams as well, hopefully. Oh, there's actually quite a lot. Wow. Okay. eDream. Let's see if anyone knows any teams here. There's Team USA there. Okay, cool. I don't know. Is that a gem code? I don't know. Deep purple vapor. Okay, we've got to find out. We've got to see where we go with this. There's a team called Chafe. There you go. Let's have a look where we're going to be heading exactly. I have no idea. Alright, let's get rid of that. Let's do the old-fashioned thing of the casting. Hopefully, if it works. Apparently, it's not working. Oh, yeah, there you go. Sweet as. I don't know if this is actually... Oh, there's Zol. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to do this match quick as well. They could be random games. Oh, thanks, Stragus, for the resub, dude. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, dude. How you doing today? I'm sorry your hangover is bad. Thank you so much for the resub, mate. I appreciate that muchly. Legend. Okay, so quick look at the builds. It's going to be very quick. I don't know why I've got action camera on. That's weird. Kyle John or something. Deadshot Traveler. Staff Scepter Torch. Not Blood Curses. Then we've got Smashy, who's going to be playing Firebrand. He's going to be playing Healer. Ruby, Black Rose, Marauder, Burst, Revenant. 5-gauge Chafe. Chafe's team is playing today. He's actually playing in a monthly automated tournament. This is interesting. Zol is going to be playing Revenant as well. So we've got 2 Revs. Guardian, Healer. This could be interesting. Is this actually Fantaram? No way. I think it is. In the first game? No way. Blue team, full stealth over towards the far node. So I'm going to be trying to get that burst down to Chafe. Poor guy. He's just going to die. There's nothing he can do about that. The red team are coming over to help him out. That's a bad idea. They should have gone far. Didn't need to do that. The blue team are going to disengage here. Not sure about that movement really from the red team. They're going to put their Guardian over. As soon as they do that, that's an unfortunate mistake. Smashy is in the wrong place right now. Needs to get to mid ASAP, taking advantage of the fact that they're just trying to out-rotate this Guardian right now. That's basically what they're trying to do. And they've done it pretty damn well so far, because the Guardian's still over towards the far node. Let me just take the volume down a little tiny bit. See that there, though? You don't have a Guardian. Straight away, they've been able to out-rotate him, but they did get him back to mid. Surprised red team didn't go to far point to just be a little bit easier. And blue team don't want to get involved in the team fight here. Or they will start to probably lose it. Although they did get the Necro down. Necro down a piece at the moment. Fenceram on the point, just trying to offer up. Well, trying to get the cap actually over anything else. Now red team also losing their windmill point as well. Good decap. Looks like Chafe is trying to go for that decap on the far node as well. Over on the mansions, all coming in for the +1. See what he can do. He can offer up the pressure he needs on Fantaram. Fantaram obviously very kind of bulky in this build, obviously. He's playing that. Oh no, wait a minute. He is. Let's just double check his build quickly. Obviously, Weaver, Water, Arcane. So this is a little bit more sustainable, obviously. Looking for those 1v1s, particularly can offer some support. Here comes the push as well for the rest of the blue team. So they do take out Chafe as they go towards mid. Seeing where Zaki is. Oh, wow. I've still got the sound effects on. Thank you for doing that, because now I can turn them off. It's not randomly one of the players. The blue, the mighty, sorry. Going low. He's playing Reaper as well, so it's an interesting change up, of course. Power Reaper, power damage, very prevalent at the moment. Zol is in the down state, though, can get back up. He's going to be pushing himself as well onto that Reaper most likely. Does get the port. Nice amount of damage comes out from himself. He should be able to bring him down. He does indeed. He does get knocked down though. Needs to get back up. He can't port back up though, unfortunately. Necro will be down for the blue team. At the moment, red with the disadvantage obviously at the moment. Zaki needs to hopefully try and pull his blue team across the map rather than getting involved in a team fight, which again we've talked about. We don't want them to get involved with too much because they are obviously not running really a team fight orientated comp. Red team Guardian just staying at mid at the moment, as obviously 5 gauge is just singularly handling over towards the windmill. Just needs that one cap. Cyber bullied, does get taken down though. Bullied himself. Indeed. Now mid-fight comes out from... I don't know why Zaki's on towards the midpoint node. Seems like a very, very bad idea. Unfortunately, he uses this the coverage of the huts and the bridge there. Good job. Not many people use that. You note in PvP games, you need to get out of jail free. That's something to remember and keep your eye on as the red team bring the game back. This is going to be really... What is that Warhorn? I don't think he's going to be able to bring it down. Is he going for blood or is he going for...
Did you see that? Red team got a capture.
Oh, he's going spite. He's not even going blood. A little bit of a res. That would have helped him with the res there. I'm sorry. I need to know what that Warhorn is. What Warhorn is that? Oh, that's the new one. Wow, that thing is awesome. Jesus. Okay, anyway. Thank you, Zara, for the bits. Appreciate that, dude. Ruby Black Rose in a little bit of trouble here. Here comes the double team. Onto Phantom though. He's so sustained again. It's not really someone I think they want to be trying to... They're triple teaming him now as well, as they can get the push over towards Mansion. Looks like they're getting their close point as well. The Firebrand team. Blue team are struggling to try and pull them across the map and skirmish more. I think that's something they wanted to do, but they are broken apart here a little bit, unfortunately. Ruby the main focus as well for Nari. He's going to get a cheeky little few decaps there, but there goes the Firebrand, just pushing the rest of his team onto point. Blue team want to disengage here. They are trying to just entertain the idea
Blue team takes a capture point.
of mid being capped as they try to distract and then pull off and go over for the other cap as well. Unfortunately, blue team members weren't able to disengage soon enough. They really poked mid a little bit too far there, and Zaki unfortunately does go down as well. You can see that their tactics are good. Now, these guys need to just leave. There's absolutely no point in being here right now. Again, only for distracting, making sure their team can respawn back into the map. It's not over yet, but if they keep losing players as they are right now, they're making a big error at mid. They're committing way too hard. And hopefully they can try and switch it around. I mean, they've got the idea. They've got a good idea. I mean, they're trying to distract. They're trying to hold them over at mid while the rest of their team maybe go for the 2v1s or the 1v1s over on the sides. Just distract until they think they can take those nodes, and then obviously, you know, dip out to the sides rather than focusing on mid. But I think really they're kind of broken apart right now. It doesn't really feel like they're working together as a team. They need to get a solid regroup to come back into the map. They're 100 points down with a cap, with 0 caps, sorry, as well at the moment. And if they lose their Reaper, it's going to take them another 15 to 20 seconds, sorry, for them trying to get back into the game. That's not great at all. And now, unfortunately, it's still 4v5 on the map. Although, there was a kill onto Ruby, so it's not too bad. And Zaki will be coming back quite soon. Mighty needs to make sure that he doesn't go back into the map, of course, too early. They did get the kill there as they pushed back out from respawn. No, I don't... I forgot that the monthly AT was today. I was going to stream it, but I didn't advertise it, so yeah. I normally do the monthly AT. It's not a massively long stream, that's why. A little bit out of practice with casting at the moment, so we'll have to see. Cyber very low. Uh-oh. Cyber is not only low, he is stuck inside the bell tower. Oh no. Well, that's the end of that game. That's done completely. If there was any potential for them to come back, it's definitely gone now. Oh dear. Yeah, I do this on Saturdays, yeah. Blue team trying a 3v3 here. You can see, look, I mean, the Firebrand's just offering too much support up there for the red team, and they get 4 in the middle, and now they're trying to 3v4. Maya Vicky stays and commits, and I think this is the problem with this blue team. They're not sure when they should be committing, how many people they should be committing to points at the moment either. Still not sure about this Weaver build. I mean, he's taking the place of a warrior, I guess. I mean, 1v1s. I mean, his fencer is still good. He's awesome at the game, but I'm not really seeing the benefit of not having a Firebrand right now in this team. It's a shame we didn't see one. Neither team are having a warrior, though, actually. The red team having 2 revenants instead of just the 1. Not opting for a thief. No Mesmer either. Blue team Mesmer. There's actually a mix-up of different things going on here as well, which is quite interesting. Oh, the thief swaps, yes. He did indeed. Having problems versus 2 revs as well, most likely. Yeah, this game pretty much over, unfortunately, for the blue team. And if that is Fantaram, he goes out in the first round of the monthly automated tournament for July. And we will most likely follow Chief's team with Zol and the rest of those guys. Unless something crazy happens. Awesome stuff, first of all. Oh, thank you for the gifted sub as well. Appreciate that, dude. Thank you, Zara. Gifted sub to Chris. Tanking for those nudes. Not me, Chris is. Okay, so we will try and probably follow Chafe's team, I would say. Already. Team USA, we can get a quick look at those guys, maybe. I know they're about to finish or start. Let's just have a look who has been eliminated so far. There's actually quite a lot of teams playing this month. This could be one of the most populated months I've seen, actually, in the automated tournaments. This is good. This is good. Yeah, was that the legendary Warhorn? I mean, that is awesome. I mean, I use it on Druid and everything else as well. That could actually be the legendary I try and craft. And hey, dude. Hey, you. Thank you very much. Right, so we're going to be checking out Tyrion Swarm next, which is Chafe's team. I'm going to be following these guys throughout the tournament, I think. Might just be easier to do that rather than just going to and fro. I would say I agree, yes. Oh, Try is not a regular at the moment. Jesus. Sorry, it's only regulars can normally post. I can do it though, don't worry. I got it. I got it. There you go. Oh, Age did a video of it. Nice. Oh, he actually crafted it. Wow. It's so massive. It's great, actually. It's a really good Warhorn. Oh, I need that in my life. What does it look like when you use it? Oh, it's got a cool... Oh, that is pretty damn awesome. Yeah, I think I need that. I think I need that. Oh, thank you for the gifted sub again, Zara. Yeah, Age loves doing that stuff. He's really good at it. Yeah, it's true. Right, we're going back over to this team. Again, Zara, thank you so much. Had a little bit of a drop in the channel last month. But summer and everything else, people are going outside. It's all good. I appreciate the gifted subs and whatnot. So this could be a little bit more one-sided, I think. I don't know the other team so well. We do know what happened. Let's make sure we actually get... Again, I'm a little bit rusty at the moment, so I do apologize. If I'm not on it. Plus, I feel a bit rough. I'm pretty tired. Fabulous pterodactyls. There you go. Fabulous pterodactyls. Spiritus, he's going to be running a... Wow, he's playing the build I play. This is Necro Reaper, of course. Looks like Skeletor. Oh my god. Oh my god, I have to whisper him. I have to whisper him. He looks like Skeletor. He looks like Skeletor. That's great. Warrior, Spellbreaker, obviously, with Dagger Shield and the great sword. Butter Peanut, he's going to be playing Sword Rev, Marauder, Leadership. Leadership, very, very, very popular. Then we've got the Firebrand Guardian, not going Staff. So going for Axe. Going for Radiance there with Honor and Firebrand. Opting for something a little bit different here. YOLO, Solo, Dolo, Holo. Or Holo, sorry. Holo. He's going to be playing, it looks like Sword Shield, so more of a point keeper as well. Midpoint, let's go and have a look what's going on over there. Red team just grouping up now with Zol. You want to be watching for the two Revs here as they pick out their target and trying to burst them down. Ruby goes in a little bit early. Looks like it's going to be okay though. Double Firebrand, tank, support, teamwork here as well. Puts up the bubble. So we got the Sanctuary here as well. Spiritus will be probably more than likely the main target. It was also the red team, blue team try and pick out their main target here as well. Spiritus is going quite low. That's about 30% HP. He's running out of cooldowns, as you can probably see as well. He's got Wells left, but got Reaper Shroud. They do bring down Ruby here as well. He's very, very low. Needs to put down one of those Wells, but he gets the shout off as well, and that takes down a couple of people. Really good shout comes out from Spiritus. Ridiculously powerful. If you cannot, make sure you interrupt that. And in all of the mix there, red team get absolutely annihilated at mid. And now Chafe is running for his life as Spiritus. The rest of the team members are coming out here. This is a big mistake from Blue. Why are they starting to push here? Get from the tank. Firebrand is trying to get the pull. But now the Necro is still on cooldown. Why did they push? Too much confidence there. The conditions pile up. He's not going to be in Shroud for long. Trying to get that well down, at least for a little bit of quickness. Blue team making a massive mistake as they try to push them on respawn. This is too ballsy. And the red team proving that they know how to Guild Wars 2, and they regroup successfully with really Chafe baiting them into his spawn. Blue team have completely mucked up the advantage they had, and now they lose a second member here. And now wow. This is almost what you sometimes see in ranked. Teams get too ballsy, they push far. And the respawn, they were regrouped. What a big mistake. Big mistake. Oh, blue team aren't bad. They just wiped a ton of good players at mid. They had a great fight. They just did a bad rotation. Simple as that. Tank is trying to hold back the rest of this team here. Blue team can regroup around this team fight. We've had it before. Although this push is still, I mean, even though they lost players, they have been able to actually survive this. And actually push them back. Zol's trying to go for the downstate damage. Nice knockback onto him. But is he going to get rallied? He is, as the blue team do not rally around their teammate to try and bring him back up. But blue team get a kill of their own onto Kyle John as well. That's going to be a Necro down and a Rev down for the blue team. And then again, you know, they need to be pulling out of this fight. Red team are getting really pushed back. I mean, they haven't actually chosen to move out from this at all. I'm surprised that they haven't challenged anyone over to far. They haven't really got many people that can 1v1 at the moment really that well. It's going to be mainly Chafe who's going to be the 1v1 person on the team. Unfortunately, at the moment, though, for red team, I mean, we could see Chafe going out, a former, obviously, WCS champion of Guild Wars 2, as we saw Phantom going out in the last game, if that was him. Two of the top players in our scene going out quite early in the monthly AT. as well as their teammates, of course. They need to. Wow, this is complete domination. They got pushed into their home, into their respawn, and have not recovered yet from this movement from the blue team. In what looked like a mistake, they were able to hold really well onto, even as 3 members, as they did lose 2 people, getting their own kills. Red team at the moment, I think we're just seeing the better team play at the moment from this blue team as well. Although the 2v2 over on this side of the map, Yellow Holo, unfortunately, not really cooperating with his teammate quite well there, to be fair. They should have rallied together. He's going to be sticking there, though, as we see the respawn coming out at some point in time. Now for 3 seconds. The other side of the map, though, we're seeing this team fight still. Well, not even a team fight. It's a 2v3 at the moment.
Red team got a capture point.
So you see Carl down over towards the mill. The mill? Wow. Towards the mine, sorry. It is 3v3, sorry, my bad. They're still losing people. I think the double rev is just not, is too squishy. I just think it's too much. They need the sustain of that other player there, and they haven't got it. Whereas we see the warrior here from the blue team, they've got a mixed up team comp. They've got the sword shield holosmith as well as the firebrand, but it's not complete support, you know. So actually, really, in terms of support, the red team have a little bit more. Just go and compare their builds very, very quickly. You can see the difference of Radiance and I think it was Virtues here for the red team firebrand, of course, which ups up a ton more support. He's going for that sanctuary, of course, as well. He's also spawning the sanctuary. I really do think that this combination might not have been the best option, but they are running a power. They are not running Condi whatsoever. So, you know, some of those mantras not obviously being that useful. But red team having all kinds of problems. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to come back from this either. We try not to use the R word there. We can avoid it. Zol is not stuck. It's just the cameras. Do get down a kill though. I mean, we've seen less ridiculous stuff happen, less ridiculous comebacks, but I don't think so. With this pressure from blue, I just don't think this is going to happen. I'm interested in Tank's build now. While they're relatively dominating this game, we could have a quick look at Radiance. Have a look. Game retaliation after when using a heal skill. Obviously, it's got the mantra heal, which is going to stack up a little bit of retaliation. Retaliation grants you increased damage and ferocity. Retaliation increases your chances to critically strike and grants might each interval. So retaliation, his main source of damage. Not opting to go full support, isn't going to be fully in those fights, as he's only got, he doesn't have virtues or anything else. He has honor though, which is still supportive. We see that on the other side of the map as well. Still though, I mean, it's not like the most supportive line. Well, I mean, with Firebrand as well, but he's not going for... Let's see, what is he going for? Huh, okay. A little bit of a different stat there. Not going for the bottom trait. Red team do have the free cat though, and I'm a little bit behind now on what's going on the map. And this, actually, and I did say, you can never count out the teams, and we have seen more ridiculous comebacks. So just as I miss every single thing going on the map because I just think they've lost, maybe to a degree, the red team are coming back into this game. Totally possible for them to win it as well. 7 minutes left on the map. Nutmeg is down and out. Blue team need to stop pushing that home node of the red team as well, because as they've started to break out of the map, like I said earlier, they're actually doing a lot better, challenging that far node as well. Red team are going to be going potentially for... No. Blue team going back over towards the mine, actually. Yeah, it's YOLO Solo Dolo Holo. Doing okay as well with a big pull. They need that cap desperately because red team are coming back with a vengeance here. Don't count them out. They did get the one cap, though. They're only 71 points ahead at the moment. Spiritist does go down the other side of the map, as this is a very important fight. Blue team need to disengage ASAP before they lose the rest of the team. And they've started to split them up rather well. Here's the Guardian versus Guardian, but I don't think it really matters too much at the moment, as, well, Red Team Guardian is support, but Blue team obviously does have a significant amount of support there. Comes the heal. Oh, no, no, no. Butter Peanut's going to get singled out here. Here comes Chafe as well. Those finger guns. Butter Peanut's going to go down here as well. Gets knocked even further away for any potential res. Nothing coming out for him. The rest of the blue team trying to push that far node. Trying to 3v1 versus the Revenant. This is going to be fine. But at the end of the day, they are 3v1ing a target that is on it. He's 3v1. You know, the rest of the blue team need to come out here. And that's Nutmeg. He's got a lot of work to do, you know. They do get the rev down, looking to probably just take the one target. Try and snowball off of that. Warrior's going to challenge mid as the other two players do try to go for that boss kill. As you can see, Kyle is going to try and go around the back side and just see if he can steal it. No, he doesn't in the end. They do get the kill. They get the 25 points ahead. They needed someone to go in for the steal there. But look, Chafe and the Revenant double teaming over on Butter Peanut. That's not that great at the moment. They need to send someone else to mid to handle this fight, or at least challenge the engineer on the far node. If they do secure this kill, though, they possibly could have gone for the boss. It is still possible for them to win this. Nutmeg, if he goes down, though, that would be great 5 points for the red team as well. Good support coming in for him. He is a warrior. He goes down into the down state. Red team looking pretty healthy at mid as well. Smashy is doing a fantastic job with support. He does have his signet left as well if he needs to res anyone back up. And now Spiritus needs to disengage with Butter Peanut, who's on the other side of the map, versus Get 5 Gauge. They are challenging over on this boss fight right now, because whoever gets this, likely it's going to be all about this kill. Butter Peanut does go down as well. These two red team members can burst this boss down if they lose those members down around the back of the keep, of course, as well. Blue team needs to move their engineer out of this part of the map. They know that through communication, they should know where the red team members are, but still the blue team have not sent their engineer out of this node. If they don't, they will lose this game and they will lose the boss. This is the Nutmeg here as well. Needs to stay alive while this boss is being challenged. It's all on the boss. No one from blue team is here. The engineer has spent way too long at home, and that will be one of the contributing factors to them losing this game, and it will mean that the red team will be able to take it. Too cautious, leaving their engineer on that node for way too long. They were outnumbered on the rest of the map. Red team took advantage of that, and that was very, very unfortunate indeed. It wasn't about the decap there, unfortunately. It was about them trying to just regroup around the back of keep as well, and having that one man over on that node at that point in time was just not really very good, unfortunately. It was the worst possible tactic for them to, especially if they're going to be challenging that fight, which they did. Red team, epic comeback, and the Tyrion squad are continuing their role through the monthly automated tournament. Really awesome games we're seeing right now. Get ourselves back. We're just going to keep following them, guys. Just going to keep following them. Yeah, dude. Oh, man. You guys at the end. I was just... mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. I still don't know why you didn't push out your engineer. I'm confused about that one. You did so well, though. Beginning of the game, big mistake was when you pushed their closer node. But the thing is, you actually did hold it really, really well. Yeah, it was coffee, man. I need that coffee, dude. Who's on E-Dream, by the way? Let's have a quick look. I want to follow those guys, but still really, really good. Like, whatever I say, like, hopefully they don't take it. My casting is rough today. I feel awful, and it's not the greatest. I want to try and follow that team though, so we'll probably be nipping out of this game quite quickly, to be fair. Just trying to see if I can find people. Yeah, it is a really good monthly prize indeed. So while we're just hanging out in another game, I'm really rough today. Really rough. Let's go and check out... Oh, I can't check out Team USA. It looks like we're waiting for these rounds to... This game specifically to finish out, actually. Let's go and have a look at Amon. He's going to be playing... Oh, wow. This is Core Thief. He's playing Dagger. Chisel. He's going to be playing Mesmer. We haven't seen that many Mesmers today, actually, to be fair. Mirage Dueling and Domination. He's going to be going for the Berserker Amulet and the full balls to the wall right there. And Reaper, again, very popular. Scourge, completely, really not even in this tournament today. Firebrand as well. Oh, I love Reaper so much, dudes. Reaper is like the perfect Guild Wars 2 build. It's just so... It's just powerful. You can take it down. It's not ridiculously OP. It's just fun to play. It's a great elite specialization. One of my favorite ones, in all honesty. I think they're pretty sure this game is going to be one-sided. I was streaming till pretty late, yeah. Blame Elder Scrolls Online.
Did you see that? Red team got a capture point.
Yeah, you can't get caught out in the map versus that comp because you've got two revs. So yeah, you can get bursted down if you've not got like an elixir S or like something that's going to help you take that insta burst. You're dead. I mean, necros are gone. Oh, here we go. Next round is starting. We're gonna start off with a game that started from the beginning. I still very... Oh, there you go. Here we go. Let's do this then. Unluckers. Wow. So again, as a reminder, we have Smashy Smash, who is pretty much full on Firebrand supports. He opts to go for Virtues here with Honor and obviously with Firebrand as well. Ruby Black Rose going to be going for Devastation, Invocation, and Herald over on the Revenant as well. Damage is fierce. That combo, obviously, of the sword. No sword shield, just exaggerating that damage is what I'm going to say. Then we've got the Inventions Alchemy Holosmith, which has been changed by Chafe. He's actually changed over to his Char, so he's going for a little bit more defensive right now as he goes for the 1v1 spec over the more focused damage, of course. This team is a little bit squishier. Still going for rifle there, no going for sword shield.
Just like that.
Ruby almost annihilated mid, but does get the heal off. Really nice usage, gets to back to full HP, and that's the burst of the blue team. Pretty much not out, but used. I need to put a Reaper build out on the internet because damn, everyone is using Reaper at the moment. Rallybot does go down, unfortunately, in the end. Not much support for himself. Basic Banjo does go for the decap on the other side of the map. Captain trying to support the rest of his team. Nice pull as well from this red team. Captain can't look at the blue team. They're broken apart there as soon as... Basically crapping themselves a little bit, but look, they've actually come back together, and here Ruby is all alone. Smashing needs to make sure it gets into a position to support him. Good regroup from the blue team, really nice job. Basic Banjo obviously going too far as well, potentially pushing Chafe off there as he is trying to 1v1 that. Now it's a tough fight for the engineer, of course. It's not the most fun fight in the world, but he does have... Does he have Elixir? He does, he has Elixir. Actually, wait, sorry. Wow, yeah. I thought I'd screwed up there. Elixir U really got buffed. Actually, any build that has vulnerability got buffed, pretty much. Not being able to take Condi damage now as well, which is... Oh! Zol comes out with the burst before the portal even gets to be used. He could even take Feels... Oh, no. Feels bad, man. Feels Laura, man. Does get the decap. Whether or not it was about trying to get that res is another thing. but they do get it in the end. Looks like Chafe might be able to take him out here as well. Zoji is really low. Unfortunately, red team, so many bodies at mid. They do take 2 people out though with the down state of basic as well, completely down and out. This should be absolutely fine. Chafe doing great in his 1v1s here. Hasn't really lost much HP. Comes the Rev, and that's going to be the down state of Fields Laura, man, as they have another player out on the map. Don't really see blue team winning this, unfortunately, with how they're coming together, their teamwork. Don't think it's going to be a thing that they can do right now. They need a solid regroup here. Red's biggest challenge so far, first 2 games. They might have a little bit of an easier ride to the final. We'll see. This is still not over though. The problem is they managed to get this one man down here. So wherever they rotate now, they need to be very, very careful. And close could be a better option, actually. In all honesty. I mean, I think Red might just challenge 5 man onto this. Oh, Zol goes right low. Even though they are outnumbered, it doesn't matter. They come together really well as they start to disengage. Chafe trying to maybe think about pushing with Ruby here. They need to be careful that they don't overcommit. They will be okay for now, though. Blue team still with the close point. They do lose the mid for red team, though. Banjo looking like he's going to stealth up. Is he going to go for damage on Chafe? He does. Rally Bot does go down, though, over towards this midpoint, of course. And res, nice res from Captain, using that pillar as a line of sight source. Really, really good res from him. Rally Bot doesn't need to really push too hard on the killed, but he does go down, unfortunately, in the end as well. The Guardian gets his signet interrupt. No, did he get it? I think he got interrupted. Oh, nice from the blue team. Really good push. I think Smash went for the signet. I do think he actually got interrupted, but I think we actually saw the downstate coming out onto killed before. Basic Banjo needs to make sure he doesn't get too involved here. The rest picked him up. Still got... No, he hasn't got distortion. He's going to go down there if he's not careful. He's got Blurred Frenzy. It's a lot shorter, remember. It's 1 second now. Nah, he shouldn't have been that committed. I don't know why. The rest of the blue team in a complete disarray. Focusing one target over here. One member completely low on point. The blue team falling apart at mid with 2 people in the downset. That's the Rev on the red team. I can't remember which Rev that was. That might have been Zol. But look. Oh, my God. Just that one Mesmer overcommitting there. Staying over towards the point. Absolutely no need whatsoever. Teammate comes over to help. As the others are trying to focus on trying to get a kill, they get completely split up and taken apart by the red team. The Tyrian Swarm.
Did you see that?
That was a big mistake.
Red team got a capture point.
I don't like moving too much between games. It's still quite close, to be fair. It's still 60, 70 points. And obviously, it might help this blue team if they just see some of the things they might be doing wrong in different places. Feels Laura with the Guardian here, trying to potentially just poke rather than push. She comes the Revenant as well. If these 2 can survive poking mid, maybe they can send the blue team Guardian is going over towards far. This is going to be the more DPS orientated build. Obviously, we didn't show you this before. He's going to be playing Hammer with Sword Focus. Really strong build. It's a little bit of a one-trick pony a lot of the time as well. A little bit difficult, more difficult on this map specifically. Just because the amount of open space. Still not seen one Ranger, Druid, or Soul Beast today. I think that's the only class we haven't seen anything from. Doesn't get a massive heal though, but red team, Ruby does go into the downstate. Good job as they take him down as well. Next focus probably going to be the full Firebrand support. Absolutely annihilated. Because of that massive power damage, obviously the Firebrand it's not about burst healing really from the Firebrand. It's more about removal of conditions. And you are seeing those Firebrand healers going down a lot quicker with the focus from obviously if you get Revenants, you've got Guardians, you've got Reapers. I mean, that damage is going to be fast and furious, and they're not able to cope with that too well. Obviously, they did nerf some of the healing power once again through the balance patch. Now, blue team start to come back into the game. They can try and focus that Guardian a lot more in team fights as well. I think they'll be doing a lot better. Zol does get a lot of focus onto him. Red team really rallying together now. Zol is one of these main players on this red team, picking up those targets so quickly, and the rest of them kind of rallying around him as well with the other Revenant. But will this end up how we think it is? It looks like it will be. Rally bot, unfortunately, will go down here as well. Captain Obvious needs to get out of dodge right now. Rally bot isn't completely down, though. I don't think there's anyone who can really come in and res him. Unfortunately, Captain Obvious, low HP, tries to get back over to his teammate. Did a good job, in all honesty, trying to distract and bring them away, but feels Laura, man. Unfortunately, this game probably might be over here. We'll have a look. Blue team. Oh, look. Here comes Zod. Can he knock him away? No, unfortunately not. And we're going to see a rally coming out. Guardian did pretty well there, in all honesty. Zod's trying to be as mobile as possibly can with this hammer build. Can't really do much, unfortunately. The heal is based off damage. And that's the only problem with that, unfortunately, that build.
Red team has obtained an artifact.
You can feel ignored all you want, man, but I'm shoutcasting. I'm not looking at chat at the moment, mate, unfortunately. I've got a bit of focus going on. Like I said, I want to try and get complete games, follow one team, see how they go. They've actually separated them really well there. Nice shout as well. It's a good time to use that shout. Blue team unfortunately losing Zod again though. This hammer build, going for that res is going to use a ton of cooldowns. You don't want to be too involved with that basic banjo as well. Use all of the shatters there. I don't think they're going to get much out of this. I think the Guardian could be more of their focus target as well. They start to regroup and rally, but don't let Banjo get too much gap here, too much of a gap to disengage. He does get the portal over towards mid though. Zol, really nice from him. Uses unrelenting assault to get through that portal as well. Really smart, man. This guy is playing out of his skin at the moment. Really nice. So if you use unrelenting assault, I'm pretty sure that's what he used, or maybe one of his ports. You're able to go through that portal essentially with them, and focus and follow them through as well. It's really, really good. He picked to chose to use that ability at that time, obviously, as well. Still lost the cap, but it doesn't matter too much. There's one apiece. Blue team need to try and focus on that far node. They do get the decap. Blue team don't want to be losing this mid fight if they can avoid it, but here they are. And if they can try and get some damage down onto this Guardian, if we can see there, feels Laura. She might be able to come in and operate some nice focus damage, but she's actually running herself from the red team Revenant. She can win this 1v1, or he can win this 1v1, sorry. Nice block. Both trying to use their elites, both blocked and evaded.
Did you see that?
The red team are starting to lose. Oh, is he going to get the decap? No, no, no. There's the Revenant. They needed that decap so bad, but unfortunately they did lose that team member over towards the east side of the map. And now Chafe will just be sitting on that node. They will win this game. Unless they can really pull out something in the last second here. It's doubtful. Absolutely doubtful, unfortunately, at the moment for this team. Not bad, though. Not bad at all. I mean, that's still like a... You know, 5 pretty top level players there in the red team. This team should be pretty proud about how they played there. Saw the regrouping, like every single game we've seen them in the monthly so far, they seem to have improved upon specific things. Like, you know, they're regrouping together as a team. I love the Zol and the Ruby combination of Rev. I think it's really fun to watch as well, actually. Let's see. Vaping of the Nation. Let's have a look what Team USA is bringing today. No doubt it'll be probably those teams in the final. If they're in the semi-final together, I will be deeply upset. So Naru Mansa is going to be playing dead shots. Full-on Condi damage. Jeffy's is going to be playing support Firebrand, but he's opting to go for He's going for Valor over Virtues. Aboriginal Dolo, he's going to be playing Spellbreaker, and Zeromus is going to be playing Mesmer, of course. Oh, there's Lyco and those guys. They're going to be going out. Guy, Hannibal, Jimmy Guns. They'll be out this round as well. I mean, the burst damage is epic. I think, you know, if they even took... I'll have a look at their Necro again. I can't remember what the build was specifically on him. Yes, we just saw that one played through. This is going to be the last game of this round. Okay. Oh, Dry Dude. There you go. In the chat. Anya is going to be playing, looks like Dagger as well. General Jenkins. Oh, okay. He's playing Harriers. No stuff. Dry Dude, he's going to be playing Engineer, of course. With Water, Sword, Shield as well. Serana, Salt Beast. Obviously playing Soul Beast. Fane here as well. We've seen these guys a lot in these tournaments. Then you've got CJ the Killer. He's going to be playing over on the... Oh, hello. He's playing Carrion. Carrion Mirage with Inspiration and Dueling. Amon as well. We saw these guys playing earlier. Roughly earlier. Isako, he's going to be playing... Difference in Mirage, he's going Domination over Inspiration. He's going for Burst with Berserker. Trig the Wig. Or Twig, sorry. The Wig, wow. He's going to play Reaper, but going for the... sorry, the Soul Reaping. Spite option. Bernie Sanders as well, going to be playing Firebrand. No Virtues. See what is coming out here for these boys. I'm waiting to see whether or not that other game gets played as well, sorry. So the main difference between the Necro builds is going to be Blood, which is a little bit more supportive with Wells, and then you've got Soul Reaping. Spite is played with the other power build. So this looks like there is this more Spite, or sorry, Soul Reaping orientated build going around. Let's have a look and see what else that does. So Shroud 1 skill causes vulnerability. Looks like a bit more focus on Shroud there. Gain Vitality, Shroud skills gain reduced recharge. And then you've got Death Perception, increases critical chance while in Shroud. Whereas Spite offers, obviously, Chill, inflicts vulnerability. That's through Reaper. But you still get Chill of Death, things like that. And then you gain Might and below the health threshold, and then Spiteful Spirit as well, which is good. You get that AoE damage, which is actually very, very bursty.
Just like that.
As well. This is pretty much taken every single time. This is not, because Blood is the other option, which gives things like Vampiric Rituals, which is the mark on the floor when you get the res. Oh no, sorry, that's not it at all. That's the well recharge time, of course. Yeah, la la la. Get like Vampiric Presence and everything else as well. The first one is the well for the res, which is actually very, very powerful if you just use that for its, and obviously people not losing that much health when they're in a down state as well around you is very, very strong. If you can delay that res, of course, delay the time they go down, it is really, really fantastic. But we are going to be able to go into another game here, and I think no, this is not the game I thought it would be. Are they waiting for the other team? Oh man, I was... Damn it. Oh, maybe. Are we delayed on one side of the bracket? It looks like we are. I'm not going to watch Team USA. It doesn't make any sense to me. So we're waiting for the winner of this game before we can go into the semis, it looks like. So we're just waiting to really play out this game, to be fair. And then we're still going to follow the other matchup. Yeah, it'll be semi-finals. There we go. We're waiting for the winner of this game, which will be this blue team. And it looks like Chafe's team is on the right side of the bracket to go versus Team USA.
The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power.
So just waiting for the blue team to go through on this game, and then we will be going Chase team versus this team. So the killer, now again, they played versus a Mesmer in the last game, so we'll see how well they deal with that. Chafo's winning his 1v1s, I think pushing them away most of the time. Rez were kind of roaming to help him out when needed. They do have two though. They do have the Reaper, of course, as well. I have to watch out for that Spectral Grasp pull. I'm not sure if it's enough though. Corrupt Boon. And then you've got the Guardian as well. I think this Guardian build, you'll start to see it change even more. I'm still not sure about Signet of Mercy though. Such a big cast time. With the amount of power builds and interrupts, I don't know if the Signet's going to be worth it.
Red team wins a capture point.
Congrats today to NA for having 5 people with crown just you on your 3. Wow. Oh, was it the NA? Was it EU who won it last year? So Redream or eDream go through into the semi-final versus Chafe's team there. I need to get some games in, apparently. Right, so this is going to be the semi-final we choose to go through to. We'll see how well we go. Oh yeah, because Nos was right, yeah, of course. Is he playing today? On me. I don't know who's playing on EU. May the best Belf win. So this is going to be on Fofire, it looks like. No. I'm doing the other one. I followed one team throughout the whole tournament. I'm not going to stop now. You guys having a good weekend so far? Don't forget I will be back for my own personal stream tomorrow on some Guild Wars tomorrow as well. Might be switching over to Elder Scrolls though. The rematch will be final. More than likely. I'm following Chafe's game at the moment. Chafe's teams and Zol's. Oh, whoa, Jesus, you got 250. Damn, pretty good. It's pretty damn good. Okay, so let's quickly go over the builds. Smashy. Options go for Virtues with Honor in that supportive firebrand role, of course. Then we've got 2 Revenants. We've got Invocation, Devastation, and Herald. 4 Ruby. 5 Gauge still logging in. Zol going to be going for exactly the same. And then we've got Kyled, sorry. He's running Deadshot. He's running Scourge. We've not actually seen many Scourges. I think he could be one of the only ones we've seen. You'll probably see Naru with that if they get into the final as well. CJ the Killer. He's going to be running Dueling Inspiration and Mirage, as we saw, with Carrion and Adventure. Amon is going to be playing... Oh, he's going to be playing SD, sorry, with Short Bow, of course. Strength Marauder, Acrobatics, Trickery, and Deadly Arts. Hisoka.
The match starts soon.
He's going to be playing a Dueling Domination and Mirage. Is this the Zerker Amulet Scholar? Yes, it is. Torch with Sword. Torch is going to be pretty much for survival. He could get really destroyed in this game, in all honesty. Got a very bursty comp coming out here. The Thief, surprisingly, has probably got more evade than these bursty characters. And unfortunately, one player DCs right at the start of the game. Really unfortunate. Oh my good lord. Do the blue team even know? They must do. So they do not want to get involved in this. Oh no. That's so bad. See, if I were them, I would have called it out in map, and red team probably would have dropped a player.
Just like that, blue team takes.
They don't want to get involved in this. Do not push it. Get out. Wait for your teammates to come back in. Don't wipe and give them 15 points as well as the mid cap. Please don't do that. Oh, that's the worst time to get a DC at the start of the game on faux fire. Oh no, they get the damage down onto Kyle. They're going to lose Bernie, though, probably. Oh, no, they get him out. What? Oh, no, they brought that player back over towards mid. The Thief goes far. Wow. Their Mesmer's only just getting into the game. They've got no cooldowns left, but the Mesmer's fresh. Here comes the Thief in towards mid. And blue team hold out just about. Bernie Sanders is just not the master of chicken, but the master of survival. Downstate and the red team, they get the rally. And oh my god. Wow, from the blue team. What the absolute hell. As they had 4 men on the map at the start of the game, they start to take domination on faux fire. And oh my god. Wow. Yeah, of course it's a blowout. I've only been doing this for, 4 years.
Blue team grabbed a capture point.
This is why I wanted to take this game, and I am so glad I did. Because that is a great start from the blue team. Absolutely stonking start. But we did see this in the previous games. And we could see a comeback from the red team. Obviously, faux fire a lot easier to snowball. The map is just so much easier to traverse. Red team doing a good job of trying to regroup though. Pull those blue team members out of mid. Chafe tries to go to close, potentially for a 1v1. I don't think they've got the sustain here needed. And I think red team have underestimated the amount of sheer power. Look at that. That comes out onto the Revenants and the Guardian. I don't think the Guardian's not able to pull out a lot against the team, which is so bursty. And now they do lose another member as well. Kyle downstate. Any signet usage as well from the Guardian here. I mean, he can get interrupted. He could get downed in that cast in 2 seconds with the Berserker. See? The Berserker Amulet and also the Thief and the Necro. That is a lot, in fact. Needs to force maybe some 2v2s rather than team fights with him. Chafe now trying to pull members away over on the other side of the map. 175 points now for this blue team versus the Chafe and Zol's team. And oh my god, did not think that was going to happen. Holy hell. Red team are just kind of putting people in places right now. They need to disengage. Here comes Ruby downstate. Zol needs to disengage as well. Can't go for the heal. Trying to block that damage coming into him as he moves up the stairs. Trying to line of sight where possible. Needs to try and get towards Smash and Kyle here as well. Uses... Oh, no. And they keep losing members. Blue team just so dominant in these fights at the moment as well. Even when outnumbered. I mean, they're going to want to be recording this game. Kyle gets that nice... Wow, let's just watch the end of this. Condi, really good matchup here. Matching up from the blue team. I think... Oh, he is being too aggressive. I know he wants to kill him, but you need to back off because he's back to full health. I think the Mesmer needs to just dissipate from this fight, to be honest. Trig now as well. If they can try and keep Chafe at bay somewhere else, I think he's really one of the big shot callers in these fights now, along with Zol. But unfortunately, they've just not got the sustain in these fights to survive. I mean, Chafe isn't in there at the moment. Needs to, if he can get in there, he can really do a lot of damage to these more bursty classes. Gets the downstate. Look at him. As soon as he gets in there, he's so influential. But the thing is, the red team member, Ruby, is in the downstate. No one's going for the res. They get the rally because, of course, they're bringing out that damage onto Amon. And now they can potentially think about trying to come back. But they still get the free cap. Red team really slow on moving out into the map. And they do push. Really good distraction there from Hisako. Needs to disengage, though. Chafe looking for that kill, at least going for the rifle damage. No, he's looking for the kill here. Oh no! Did he? Oh no, there you go. Power spike. Waiting for that cast as well as power lock. You just got to watch out for that Mesmer and power lock, man. Jesus. Zol pushing with Chafe. This could be a mistake if the Guardian doesn't push. He does. Needs to push him further. Are they going to disengage? They're 3v4 here. Chafe, no! He really pushes too far there. I think he maybe knows it. Although the red team need to back him up. They do. Amon gets past them though. Red Team Revenant goes on to mid. They didn't need to potentially take someone else because I think if they did that, they might lose this Guardian here. He could be really the main focus target. Chafe though, trying to use obviously Photon Forge to help out the Guardian there, using that 5th skill to just give him some room. You see almost CJ the Killer does go down very, very low there as well. Vulnerability comes out on Chafe. Cooldown has been taken out through his traits as well, obviously. Not opting to not go for Elixir U here. The damage comes out onto the Reaper. The Reaper goes down. We see him back up. He should go drop once again. The Condi's piling onto him here as well. But Sanders, great heals. He will be down and out though, unfortunately, as well. Obviously, we saw that portal, great portal from the Mesmer, rescuing his teammate. A lot of more team play coming out from the teams in the semi-final. Really good portal. That Signet was the reason the Necron came up as well. They can follow on this damage, maybe potentially even focusing up the Firebrand. He's got no cooldowns left at all. And then comes the focus damage. Red team starting to come back. Ruby did obviously go down though on the stairs. Unfortunately, Bernie Sanders, the tank support for this blue team. CJ the Killer now opting to go for that close point of the red team. Blue team have got a gate down as well, potentially thinking about this. Thief needs to make sure he's getting the door down while the rest of his team do have one man down on the map. They can maybe kill Chafe, go for the one cap, keep that lead sustained, operate going towards mid. Mesmer now on the blue team could get caught out. Needs to be very, very careful. They're smashy as well. Let's pull out a power lock. The spike damage. They do get Chafe down as well. Red team really slow on the uptake here. Unfortunately, Chafe didn't decide to disengage. Maybe thinking that his teammates might back him up there. But red team pinned in the middle of the map. As they do see the decap coming on Waterfall. Opting to come into the map and actually get together. Rather than... here comes the portal. Oh my god, they're going for portal play. They're going to go portal lord. What is this bug? Okay. There you go. 4-man Lord Rush. Red team nowhere to be seen. Only Chafe in the mix here. They're going to get the decap first. I think this could be a blue team mistake. I don't know. He's got high HP levels than before. The break bar's gone. Chafe is literally the closest one. Lord could go down here. Easily going to go into downstate. Get the heal. No interrupt at all. And that is where the blue team really needed to get that interrupt. They didn't get it. Break bars back up. And I think blue team really messed up with this push. I have no idea why they went for the push on the Lord when they're at 382 points. Big mistake. And they need to disengage them on. They need to know that they've lost this fight and get back into the map and recap as fast as they possibly can. I do not think they needed to do that. That portal was also very close to the gate. It was too far away from the Lord, I think. I don't know. No, actually, the portal was fine. I just think they were in the wrong place of the map to really get that going. Like, red team were kind of regrouping over towards mid and that close point. Luckily, I mean, Amon, thankfully, he did disengage there. If they don't lose members here, they can still hold on to it. But that's a really bad Lord attempt from the blue team, unfortunately. I think Chafe has really pushed a bit too far, and he will go down with the rest of his team, unfortunately, as well. That I was unlucky. Red team, really good res. Oh, no. They're not going to be able to get it off in the end. I thought they were close. Too much of a push from Chafe there, unfortunately. Desperation to get to Waterfall was real. But they do still have the 2 cap. If he'd survived that, it would have been much more beneficial at the moment, especially blue team regathering on the rest of the map. He does come out to respawn. They're desperate to come into this game. You can see that from some of the mistakes they're currently trying to make, although the blue team making a big mistake of their own by going to Lord, letting the red team close that gap, coming up with the 2 cap now versus the blue team, of course. Ruby dropping quite low herself. Sorry, I need to just update the scores there. Portal back out as well. Tig back up from the downstate, of course. Taking it back over to Ruby. We see the Guardian using his Signet there once again. Getting quite a few of those off. Not seeing many interrupts in terms of Signet usage. As long as I can follow up again and get the damage, it doesn't matter. But the Necro is so inspirational in getting that kill on Ruby. They do get another kill here on Smashy as well. Really nice to take the Guardian out. They can get the rest here as well. Chafe is trying so hard to get that damage. And really, the red team probably should have focused on trying to get their Firebrand support back up, because they'll lose this fight now unless they disengage. Chafe is full HP. Kyle does go down. Zol needs to disengage. They went for the wrong choice there, trying to go for the downstate cleave on that one target over resing their support, unfortunately, and that could be the end of this red team. Potentially the team I expected to go to the final, and even with the blue team mistake on Lord, we do see a few mistakes from the red team to follow up, which equalize out the game back to where it is. All we need to see is the Mesmer holding on to this waterfall point. This is going to be the red team bunker Guardian, which probably should have gone towards mid to at least keep it neutral, sorry. But that's a big point to take back, and that's going to be the game for blue team. And now we're going into the final, E-Dream versus Team USA. Here we go. Sol and Chafe's team, unfortunately, not able to make it to the final. Had such a good run, such a good few games. They did come back. Unfortunately, they weren't able to take it in the end. I was expecting them to go through, I'm not going to lie. And now it's final time, everyone. This tournament has actually gone on for quite a while. This has actually been one of the longer monthly tournaments, in all honesty. Should have got you guys to bet, really. We'll do that next time. Yeah, hitbox. I think a lot of the balance patch, a lot of the build sites are actually out of the loop. Even the brand new PvP gods is quite behind right now. I don't think that's been changed either. The problem has never been like the amount of the actual sites that are available. It's the amount of sites that are up to date as well. Because people create these content, which is so good, but it doesn't get updated too much, unfortunately. And sometimes they don't give many options. Because now, more than ever, because we haven't got like our top tier players is so small right now that there literally isn't really that many people creating new builds. It's people trying stuff. So you see a lot of Reapers right now as well. Reaper is. And a lot of it could be, to be honest, because just Reaper is a lot more fun to play. And also, it's not necessarily better for any specific reason, but power is very prevalent right now as well. I mean, you've got Radiant Guardian being played. You've got, you know, Power Holosmith. You've got Reaper. You've got people playing Berserker Amulet Mesmers, where, you know, Condi might be a bit better. I mean, we're going to see now in the next game the builds that people will think are the strongest. This is where you can start to think, okay, these are the builds that maybe could be the top. Then I'm talking about maybe more Team USA, obviously, than anything else. So if we go over to Jeffy's, for example, and this could be an absolute trouncing. We don't know yet. They played extremely well in the last game, and this is going to be No Virtues, Valor, Honor, and Firebrand for Jeffy's. Magic Toko is going to be playing Thief. Going for Acrobatics there, and he's going to be playing SD. I think, you know, with the power as well. Still going for that. They've only got a little bit of Condi on the other side. Warrior is going to be on Spellbreaker with Discipline and Defense. Opting to go for Rune of Divinity, though. So just more health, as well as, you know, you've got the toughness there coming out from Demolishers, sorry. But just stat increases. Okay. Sure he's going to go use that in there? Don't know. But still, Condi Mesmer, and still probably Deadshot Amulet coming out. Exactly. Rune of the Traveler for a little bit more speed around the map. Going for Soul Reaping and Curses. So not a massive amount of changes in terms of builds. Maybe Zeromus, though. Going for Illusions, Dueling, and Mirage. So if you do want to screen cap these builds, I'll go through them very, very quickly. Support Guardian from Jeffy's. Gonna make clips. Magic Toka on SD Thief. Aboriginal Dolo on Spellbreaker. Zeromus on Mirage. And Naru on Scourge. There you go.
Red team wins a capture point.
And it's not necessarily meta, but good for their team comp, you know. It's not always just about, like, just playing that one build. If you adjust something for your specific style of play, especially in ranked. Whoa! The Reaper is definitely the best target to take down. Already Team USA used that, but no one. Again, look at the Guardian. Bernie Sutton, you've got to call out this guy today. I don't know if he's missed one of his Signet Reses today. I don't think so. He's still dead. But this Bernie Sanders guy has been awesome on his Signet Reses today. And like I said, this could be a very one-sided game. We get to this point in NA where the final is actually one of the least entertaining games of the entire tournament.
Red team got a capture point.
But still, the blue team is still early. Double cap coming out. There's a great portal over towards the other side of the map onto Altar. Guardian is in a nice position as well. Maybe could have gone back through the portal there. Unfortunately, blue team's still committing people over towards mid, although I think Trig actually hasn't. Actually, maybe Trig has not even.
Red team wins a capture point.
Really good from Jeffy's there, bringing out the pole from the tome, and then just going for stab down state spike. But in the end, Amon probably going to go down himself, unfortunately. Yeah, you can see where this game's going. With Chrono Shatter, I mean, Chronomancer is pretty much dead, in all honesty. So yeah, Mirage is definitely a way to go. That's still really, really strong. Torment might actually kill the Mesmer low. There comes Magic Toko. We might not see blue team even get a kill here, let alone a cap, as they are just completely broken apart. This is the thing as well. I mean, you can see teams play so well up until they get to the final and they just fall apart. And it's not even because, you know, before the game even starts, it's like, you know, the morale, and obviously when playing versus, you know, this Team USA who've pretty much won like every monthly tournament, and that starts to set in. And that's a real thing in these finals. I see it every single time. You see teams playing so well, and they get to this final, and then it's just nerves and everything else which kind of takes over. But you can see, just to call out individuals here, I mean, Bernie is one of those players we've seen all day. In the games we've seen him play, sorry. I mean, he's been fantastic with his Signet Reses. As an example, he's been doing so great with his support. He gets it again. There you go. No one on the red team there interrupting that. I mean, they probably don't need to, but it does mean they spend more time here in a 3v2. But really good res once again. He's got channel that heal. Necro's dead for sure. And while that's really good, the Reaper trying to potentially push while the Guardian trying to give support from afar. Positioning there really good. But the rest of the blue team already dead. Can't get anywhere on the map. They do get stillness and they get a cap and they start to get some points on the map. I don't know.
Did you see that? Red team got a capture point.
I mean, there's probably quite a lot of factors, Butter Peanut, to be fair, rather than just Magic Toker, I think. But yeah, I can agree with that. I don't think this build is very good, unfortunately, at this level. The bursty Berserker Mirage. I don't think they've got enough sustain, especially versus something like, you know, the Warrior on the other team, as well as just Zeromus, who's... I don't think we've seen the Zeromus versus the Guardian many times. I mean, they've been dead more often than not, to be fair.
Red team wins a capture point.
But yeah, pretty one-sided. This will be Team USA, absolutely no doubt. And if you missed the other games in the monthly tournament today, I would say go back and watch this VOD, and you'll be able to see a lot of close games. An upset
Blue team grabbed a capture point
as well. And I actually think, you know, if you've seen Chafe's team versus these guys, for example, because they have that experience at a higher level, you would see probably a lot closer game. But it's just funny how it goes at the end of the day. Blue team plays so well. I think, you know, unfortunately the guys in the last game made a few mistakes of their own. Inspiration to get those caps at times pushed them away. I think actually the support from this Guardian was... I think we just saw a little bit more support coming out from him versus Red Team, versus Smashy. But the burst, I mean, Smashy he didn't have a chance versus some of that burst that came out. And you could also, you know, pass that blame over to damage dealers onto that Red Team as well from the previous game, for not picking out those targets that can really, you know, punish that Firebrand Guardian. But really, I'm just kind of watching this game, not really commentating on it too much because I don't really see anything changing, unfortunately. Has EU finished? I mean, to be honest, you can't have a world server. It's just never going to work. I mean, where are you going to put that? Do you know what I mean? Where where everyone's going to have equal ping. I mean, you know, maybe when Skynet comes up, I mean, maybe, you know, we can get Skynet involved, Terminators and stuff. And they can start playing.
Team takes a capture point.
Jeffrey getting those mantras back up. Making sure he line of sights any burst damage. As the guy's got Noru obviously in the full down stay there. Waiting patiently with those mantras as well. Look at that. And that is Jeffy's thinking with his head. Used all of his mantras as well. No, he still had some charges left. Gets a really good res as blue team are not focused on where he is at all. He's line of sight and they should have pushed down to him to get that damage. And again, that's the experience and coming into play. Not to say the blue team haven't played well and done a very good job to get to the final, because they have. They'd had a fantastic last game. But yeah, when it comes to the final, I think they just need to think about those comps a little bit more. Think, right, okay, the meme of the Berserker Mirage, probably not going to be good enough to go against the team versus Team USA. Might need to switch it up. Maybe 2 Mesmers isn't the best comp. Maybe having almost 0 sustain other than the Firebrand, which can get bursted down now as well. Potentially not the best idea.
Blue team grabbed a capture point.
Also just experience, just sheer, like, you know, quality as well. Lots of things, lots of factors in this game to think about. But the blue team, out of anything, hopefully can get a bit of a learning experience from this. Have those builds and that comp ready for the final if they want to play that comp. But still, that comp does work against, you know, other teams that we saw, who obviously have, you know, very high knowledge, lots of experience, very quality team players. And we saw them win against that. So maybe they thought, you know, we don't need to worry too much. We can use that against Team USA. They won't expect it. And sometimes people don't. It's only a one-game final. And stranger things have happened. Or cheese cannoli or stuffed chicken for lunch. Oh, stuffed chicken. What's the chicken getting stuffed with? Bacon, cheese, vegetables. Let us know in the comments below. Yeah, just do both. Yeah, that's a good idea. And that's going to be Team USA winning the final of the American monthly tournament. And they will be getting the crowns. And as people have said, I don't think anyone has actually been able to get them thus far. There we go. I think it's just cheddar. Oh god, just cheese? You need a bit of mixing up there, I think, my man. Need to put some more stuff in there. For sure.
Faster.
Yeah. Okay, so that's going to be your champions for the month of July. Good stuff. It's still, some of them are still moving as well. I don't see why that happens. There's butter peanut. Your character looks good though. I don't know if I'm going to get an invite for them to show me exactly what it looks like. We'll have to wait and see. I don't think I'm in the right instance either. USA, USA. No worries. The EU one's still going on. Nice. Okay, that's good. I'll probably host you over to there then. In all honesty. I think, okay, they're not going to show me that. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go and host Sind, and you're going to get to see the rest of the EU tournament. Actually, am I hosting Mighty Teapot or Sind? I kind of want to see what Mighty Teapot's like casting. So I might host him. Sind's got loads of viewers. They both host me as well, so I don't know. I think Joy is casting with him. Yes, the rest of my day off. Rest of my day off indeed. I'm going to do Mighty Teapot. George just isn't streaming, or is he with Sin on that stream? You want me to do the Sin stream with the Georges? Yeah, that can do that. Up to you guys. I'm going to let you guys decide. Oh, he's casting it. This is what I mean. And he hosts me so much. I want to kind of host him for once. That's alright. I'm going to do that. Guys, thanks so much for watching. It's been the Yu-Gi-Oh! Monthly Automated Tournament for July. GG's to the peoples. I will see you later. Enjoy your day and take care. Thanks so much. Go and support these guys. Go and tell them hello from me. Go and spam some emotes because that would be fantastic. Thanks guys so much. I'll see you later. Have a good weekend. I'll be back tomorrow with Guild Wars 1 at 11 a.m. Pacific. If you do want to subscribe or anything else, you want to support the channel, what I do, Yu-Gi-Oh! Will be back hopefully after the summer. We'll see. But I do this full time. I stream a variety of stuff. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you tomorrow 11 a.m. 11 or 12 a.m. 12 p.m. Pacific. Goodbye for now. Have a great weekend. Also, if Roy's casting, I'm hosting my boy Roy. You know that. Also, if Roy's casting, I'm hosting my boy Roy. You know that.